How you doing? It's Casca for Cascalon Gaming. Back playing Ranch Simulator. This is episode 1. The other two are kind of tutorial quests, just ah, videos, just what is going on. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's 1929. You can't actually sleep till 2000 hours. But I have crowbar, so I'll stay awake. Oop, do not use crowbar on garage. You will lose your garage, so be careful when you come in and clean this up. I can stay. Character. Alright. Still got half an hour. Or half an hour game time. So I spent a day and did my wood cutting. You saw there was a pile of wood. That's what that is right there. I just figured I will do that between streams. This can go. This can go. I can do that between streams and it cut down on the boredom factor, eh? Because really not nothing to it. And actually I filled up this one, built a log rack, and I don't know, probably about 70 planks over there, roughly. And that's going to be for my fencing here, which we'll be starting to lay out in a few minutes. Well, always check the cows first thing in the morning, or the cows, yes. I only have chickens right now, so. Alright, it's 2000 hours. We can lay down and actually sleep. Okay, it's a new day. Wish I slept that well. Yep, we get some eggs. So check my things while I'm here. I just filled these up last night, so looks like all the chickens ate. I assume they eat one unit when they eat. I don't know, but it makes sense. The one chicken's awake, but the other ones are still sleeping till 8. Oh, now they woke up. Hmm. Got those Reed Richard arms. Okay. Since we have no build grid, this is what I try to do. have a fence. Can I make it? Well, first let's test the fence. Okay, you see how the fence is? Yeah, you can't move left or right on this fence. You can move it up and down. But basically your position in relation to the blueprint of the fence is exactly the same. So I can't go and look at the other end with, until I put it down. Right now it's freezing. But I can't. I'm standing here. This is where I'm standing. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, yeah, that's what I thought. So you'll see that it only attaches to the one side. Snaps right in there. Does not snap on this side. Okay, so that's important. I wish it snapped to both sides, but it does not. So that's what we got to deal with. So what I want to do with this first piece is try to make it at a right angle there. And I have no idea if it's a right angle or not. I'm going to go over here and try to eyeball mark oneness. And actually it looks pretty darn good. It might be a little acute. I don't know, it's so hard to tell, that's the problem. The longer the fence though, then you'll see it's off. So technically, if that's a right angle, I should be able to make 2 more right angles here. Wow. No, I don't want to go out. What I just want to do is see how close I am there. So hook it on there and then you use the scroll wheel to move it, and it doesn't indicate whether it's a right angle or not, but now when it's hooked on there you can move around a bit and that looks like a right angle to me. And it's not a right angle as far as that being a right angle. This one is a right angle, you can see that, but you can see it's off. So it's got to be the first piece that's off. The problem is, it's like, I can't lay one down where the first piece is, because it'll just be red. If I could overlap one, then I could say, oh wow, now that's a right angle, So I was right, it's a little cute. Not pretty, it's just cute. I'm going to give it one more shot, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. You just cannot tell. I'm sorry. Guys, give us a break. We'll try it again. It looks okay, I guess. So, lock around, let's get my right angle. And since when this is locked, I can move. That looks about right, huh? Yep. Alright. Let's see how far off that is from the wall, but that looks right. Alright. I'm very happy now. Why am I happy? Just because this is going to be a basis for everything I build. Everything will be lined up with this fence. But first things first. What I need to do is delete this piece. I'm going to add a piece here. When you go to the tab, hit the hammer, select it. It'll always be at the default angle, which is that. See? If you change the angle, then the next one is going to be at that angle. See? See what I'm saying? Can you smell what the cask is cooking? Okay. But here, maybe, I just had an idea. Maybe my brain is slow. Since I can't lock it here. Yeah, it does lock here, but what I want is the other end. I want the other end to be facing that way. So can I make it 360 here? Oh yeah, I could do this and then put another piece there, right? Get out of the way, stupid thing. Yeah, that looks kind of like a right angle. It's harder to tell with it like that. Will this lock here now? Yeah, I guess it will. Then I can turn it this way. Still a little off. See, that's the 90 degree. But I see the the longer the fence, the more the error that little error in degree is going to make. What error in degree? Well, there's an error in degree here. It's not an actual right angle. I assume this wall is straight. Okay. But this is fine. Okay. I kind of have what I wanted. Okay. So 2 out, that's where my house is going to be. And just snap another one on here. Now, between those 2 pieces, it's going to be close to being lined up at perpendicular or parallel to when I put my house down to that garage. So let's get a house. I'm going to build a retro house. Yeah, this is so clunky. Okay, so I think my problem why I can't get any green at all is we'll get the closest tree out of here. Bombing run, log, bombing run. So this is basically going to be my roadway here, and the house is going to be here. So the reason for that fence is so I can try to line this house up at a, perpendicular to the garage, so it's not all cockeyed. And it's really hard to do, I'm telling you. If they gave us a grid on the ground that we could somehow see, that would be nice. When you're in the build mode. Well, we're getting green, but not far enough back. I can't set this down here temporarily and go see what's blocking it. But I assume the next tree is, because I kind of want front of my house to line up with that fence there. And, it's kind of hard to tell. You don't really have the angle, I guess you would call it. The parallax. The view to see, hey, is it like almost here and almost there? But I kind of have a system for it. So let's take this tree out. The house is pretty big. I built 2 different houses now since I've been playing the game. That one I did build, and the other tutorial that has the messed up sound and video that I streamed. And it's got a good number, well, better than the other houses of, preservation slots. Well, that's what they call the bins, preservation bins. And I'll show you here in a sec. But it has places where you can hang up your sausages to cure. So that's under here. Oh, there you go. Preserving bin. Basically, you put your cheese in there, till it cures, or whatever they call it. Same with the meat. Oop. And so moving my mouse just a tiny amount up and down seems to be how you move it like that. Okay? Now actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I was thinking it'd be nice to have a fence around the front yard. When I was playing the other game. Okay, so I'm obviously not hitting the front fence, but I'll bet you I'm hitting the back fence. So that means to me I need to turn the angle a little bit. So I'm moving the mouse to the right. Okay. That was my boo-boo. What am I hitting? Okay. Now I'm going to use the mouse scroll wheel to make it crooked. So obviously it's further away in the back. This is where I had it. Go back to where you were. There you go. Oh, so sensitive. Seems to lock to something on the ground anyway, but when I do that, it should be hitting that fence in the back, is what I'm saying. I assume it's rotating off the center of the house. I could be wrong on that, for all I know. But I have no way to tell except for to drop this thing down, which is what I'm going to do in a minute as soon as I get it lined up with that front fence again. It doesn't seem to want to. Let's try that. Oh, so we're not even lined up here, even though it looked like it. And it's pretty close to lined up there. Oh, still, see, it looked to me like it's lined up to that thing, but I guess I'm blind. And it looks like it's overlapping here, it just won't. Oh, it's definitely overlapping back here. It doesn't really seem to care about the fence here. How can you do this? Problem is I can't make the fence longer because I can't stand here and line it up through the fence. It won't do it. So I couldn't like, oh, well, I'm going to line it up right to the fence. No, it won't do it. So I welcome your comments on this. All the man wants to do is line it up. At the very least, though, I can use them to eyeball the distance of whether I gotta back up. So is that far in again? See, that one looks closer to what I thought it was. Oh, that's doggone close. That might be rock and roll. I don't think I'll get it any better than that. Yes, I can see it's still at an angle, but you would have no awareness of that at all if those fence pieces weren't there, the blueprints of the fence thing. Because if you stood here, you say, well, it looks about right. It's only going to matter for long distance stuff. We could try a couple more times to get a little better, but you know, I don't know if that I'll actually get it any better than that. I've done this way too much because I'm just guessing because you really can't eyeball it. Oh, it's overlapping. That's not good because $1 to a donut. I cannot put a fence piece here. Oh, wrong place. Oh, I can. Well, that's fine with me then. Okay. But now, it looks like it's in like the width of the vertical board into that one. And about half that here, so that's actually less of a discrepancy than the other one. So I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay, because I can hook to this fence, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a 90-degree angle on this baby. I hope. Oh, nope. Epic fail. I mean, just give me a string, for pity's sakes. I'll build the damn pyramids, but this eyeballing shit when you can't really tell. That one is 90 degree, I believe. I'm gonna verify it though. Perfect. Goodbye. All right. It looks 90 degrees. Okay, good. I got distance to bring a vehicle through here, but also along this fence line is going to be, there's a word for it, silo and a windmill. Oh, that tree's in the way. Well, sad to be you. I think I am getting better at eyeballing that 90 degree though. Oops. Let's count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It can bounce the other way, huh? You dirty rat. 7, 8, 9. find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gate. These look pretty high, actually. I'm not liking this. I might have to redo the whole thing. I don't think the little piglets can get under that, but we're going to bring it down. Sorry. Seem to be getting higher over there too, so I mean the ground looks pretty darn level, but I'm sure there's variations. Alright. Right, so I have to redo this. You can always find out if it's a right angle. Do that right quick. See? Since you have to reset this anyway. Unless you want to scroll out and try to do it. Alright. See, it is going up here. Just notice the bottom of the fence has moved. The gap has increased. Oh, and I lost count. I think that's about right though, but number 5's coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's one way to tell real quick. Oh. Yeah, we went a little far. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, see? Now it doesn't want to link to this one. I have to get rid of one side or the other. What the freak? Kibitz. What the? Come on! this way and then take it down to the height I want it. Alright, I see. I have to do this, and then I have to take it down, and I have to swing it. Oh, but I can't swing it from this one. I have to swing it from the other one. So that'll lock. Then I can swing it. It actually looks like the right height, but let's take a look here. Oh, it's darn close. I'm not gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater on that one. Then I can put this one back in. It's fine. Get out of there. Alright. 1, 2. Oh, that's where I want it. That's where I want the gate. It's just such a weird, the hook on one side thing is so weird from any other building game I've played. It normally links on both. See, now I have to move to the other side of the fence to get this link in there. Just really breaking my brain. That's what it's doing. Nice shaded area for pigs and chicken. I'm gonna get these logs out of here because I'm gonna lay down a couple coops too. Oops. No, those are gonna be tough to line up too. It's just trial and error. Put it down. Kind of eyeball it, see how bad it is. I love free building. Just give me a string. Please, give me a string or a grid, something. I could take a string and measure out at a certain distance and then move over, you know. Measure out the same distance. Have a nice, yep, equidistance. It's kind of my string was the fences. That's what I was trying to do with the fences to try to get the house lined up with the garage. Now that I have, kinda, like it's, now I can pretty much square everything in here. Including the barn, which is going over there. I have to get rid of that building. Okay, so this is going to be the pig pen. Actually, I'm just going to do the fence first. It'll be so much easier to... Yeah, I don't want the gate. It'll be so much easier to... Yes, I ran into that. Again, I'm going to finish this sentence. It'll be so much easier to try to line up the blueprints of the chicken coops if there's actual fences and not these things, I think. Not the blueprint. Well, we don't have enough wood for this fence to be completed, but we'll get a good start. I didn't actually cut down any trees. I just cut down these things. This one's a log. Come on, give me a log. I do have all these logs to cut up though. So this is a lot bigger than my old coop, but it's gonna be okay. I decided to go bigger because it just always seems so crowded on the other one. And, you know, I got a big ranch here. Grandpa was cool. I haven't got a lot of wild meat, but after I get these boards on, you know, these last sections of fence that I have the planks for, I'm going, yes, 2 more sections. I'm going to go check the prices for multipliers. The only thing I have is wild meat, but I do have some eggs. Not a lot of eggs, though. Since I have to move the... Yes, I have to move the utility cart anyway. I couldn't see the uh, the saw in the back there. I couldn't see it, so I thought it wasn't there. I was like, where did I leave it? Always load your gun before you leave the ranch. They be varmints in them there hills. Get these big long-legged mice like that. It's worth a shot. So what do I have? Do I have one full? Oh yeah. Anybody else want some? I see you, buddy. Damn. You dirty rat. Chicken meatball, milk, and pork sausage was a 2 times multiplier. Oh, and I ain't got none of that. But it won't be too long, I'll have milk and pork sausage. I see you. Just get in here. Well, I've got $1,400. So while I'm out, I'm going up to the general store to get me some supplies. In fact, it's only 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go do the hunter's hunting quest. I did say in the title I was gonna do the hunter during this stream. I'm not gonna do all the quests every day. I'm gonna do one of the quest givers every day. It's the plan. So tomorrow it'll be the rancher. Today the hunter, since I've got the meat. I did not have the meat when we... Oh, I did have the meat when we started. I did not have the meat before I started hunting, or chopping wood yesterday. Tomorrow I will be hunting, chopping wood again. I was quick. I wasn't slow getting out here. Just did not see the rabbit. See you. Hunter done. I've yet to get the wolves by the hunter cabin yet. What the pathing is, what the spawn is, I have no idea. What is that? Is that a wolf? Yeah, I think it is. I was making sure there wasn't one behind me. Well, that was a heck of a time of turn, dude. Are you alone? Apparently he's alone. Ah. Stop. Give me that. Alright. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I wanted bullets too. Alright, and another day dies. So, anytime I have any cash and I go by the general store, I'm probably going to buy 2 of the coolers and 1 of the egg things. There's a madness to my method, trust me. Because in the end, you need a lot of coolers. It's a place to store meat. Even after you process the meat, if you're going to wait for a good price with the multiplier, and you might as well, unless you're broke, then you're going to want to store your meat. In order to store your meat, you got to have some boxes to put your meat in. Oh, boxes. Coolers, I'm sorry. I said boxers. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm more of a boxer brief guy. More comfortable. Doop, doop, doo. All right. So empty boxes. Yeah, I'm not going to carry full ones around either. There's 2 full ones on here. Get your butt home, son. Here's a bug. See, you can't stack on top of that because when you save, it's sitting there and then you load, the handles come up. Handles aren't up on this one because I used it this morning. But I see an egg floating in here somewhere. Still got 2 to hatch. Don't poop where you lay your eggs, you silly chickens. Yeah, well, this ain't gonna work. First thing we'll have to get some steel. Right about there, I guess. I was kind of thinking the table was centered on that, but it'll be fine. I think it'll give me enough light to check my eggs, but of course I'm going to have to get a couple steel to finish that. I have the wood. We got 1,500. First thing that's going up is a silo. We're going to need steel for that. I do believe 125. And that's what I'm going to lay that out in the morning. No reason to close that door. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm ending the stream. The door's going to be all closed, all of them, when I reload. It's another thing that the save doesn't save when you close it. When you reload, all the doors and all lights are off. All the doors are closed, all lights are off. Right. So thanks for watching. I know not really that much going on except for that building stuff. It's kind of pain in the butt. Get me a screenshot.